Hello, this is Solomon. We are going to be looking at three 1v1s between me and Super Crumpets, although specifically, or more particularly, we're going to be talking about my opinions on advanced AT guns, which I'm revisiting. Now, as you frequently watch, I have a very poor opinion of AT guns, and especially advanced AT guns in general. Oh, I know this is not good units, very situational. To the point where advanced AT guns are almost never worth fielding outside of late game admin spam, where just stick a hunter in the forest, and it's actually can be a really big pain in the ass to get through. It's a lot of extra defensive firepower against doom blobs, and it can be really annoying to get through too when it's in combination with enemy doom stack that's defending. And base AT guns pretty much garbage unless you're against a light or medium tank rush. But today we're going to be talking about advanced AT. Oh yeah, France also use advanced AT guns because they get it. Well, their AT base is only $30, and they don't have to research it. Because that's the thing that kills AT guns. Why to get an AT gun, which costs 50, advanced AT gun, which costs 50 tech, on top of being an AT base costs, instead of just getting like a Persian or King Tiger, something that's very multi-purpose, can do anything on the ground, and is mobile, more importantly, so it can attack. Anyway, so it's this match. Soviets versus Super Crumpets. I don't actually really do a infantry rush that much against US. And sometimes I do, but usually I opt for a much more defensive 4 depot opening. I have decryption. So he does a tank opening in the barracks and sends out the serious. Now it's very, very important to not overreact. Oh wait, I need to restart this real quick. When I was talking, I totally forgot something very important. It up. Okay. So you can't see it here, but Crumpets pretends to do 4 depot too. But when I get all my depots out, look at this. He cancels them at the last second. And the idea behind this is that he uses the money to get, well, either Persians or maybe an airbase or something. But the idea is to use all this set of money to rush me real quick and overcome me. And see, now has 80 extra supply. Anyway, so he sends out 2 Stewarts, and it's extremely important. Like, I only build 1 AT gun, as you just saw. Because it's very important to not overreact to this by building and spamming base AT guns, because those are going to be worthless against the Persian, or whatever he's trying to do. Maybe an infantry rush, but I'm not entirely sure he's even. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Persians at this point. So I need to save up money for SU-100s or something else to kill the Persians, or just something else. So and there's only 2 Stewarts. I only need 1 AT gun. I make 2 Shulky. This is a forest right here that you can use to ambush, and I send out a Shulky right here. Yeah, I don't overact. I only build 1 AT guns. I only need 1. Anyway, so I was thinking. Now, generally I go SU-100s, but what if I went advanced AT guns instead? And did a mass Corvia AT gun push, especially since he doesn't have his own heavy infantry. So it would be really easy to use my infantry to screen for the AT guns. I get out a 5th depot. Now I get the advanced AT guns out. Less advanced AT guns they're 25 cheaper than SU-100s for the tech cost. Since for the SU-100 you also have to research SU-85, which is 25. And SU-100 is 50 tech cost. Advanced AT is also 50 tech cost. So I don't know what Crumpets did, because now he ends up rebuilding these 2 depots, which is a fatal delay. Plus he has his armor base so far forward. If I'm being really aggressive, I only need it's pretty easy to get my AT guns right here and just spawn camp him. Makes a machine gun nest since he doesn't have rangers. So I just head over for the depot. And this way, obviously the game's over at this point. How's the base AT gun actually managed to get some damage in? Yeah, he's too busy dealing with the infantry to really shoot at my AT guns. And plus, like, you can't make any more purgings without instantly getting, like, spawn camped. One's dead. More of them. Okay, so this match is about to end. So let's talk about AT guns. Now, the Soviets, it's a lot easier to, like, all the other nations have some sort of flaw with doing advanced AT, except for France, obviously. But okay, Soviets, the good thing about it is their armor base is actually, honestly, really garbage. The C-26s aren't useful outside of very specific RE situations. Or maybe when you're capture a base during your infantry and you need a T-26 or two to clear a machine gun nest as you're taking over the base. Or yeah, so you can go SU-100s playing anti-armor since ISUs just aren't good. So they're already building the AT base anyway. Of all the other nations, again, I'm not talking about France. France builds AT. Of all the other nations, you're going to armor. Oh, except UK, they also, but we'll get to them in a second. But you're going some sort of heavy armor like a Persian or a King Tiger. Or the super heavy, well, I'm trying to think. Both. Yeah, anyway, you're just going to armor generally. So building the AT base is like 35 or 40 extra supply, and that's, I think it's 45 for Germany, maybe not, I'm not sure, but it's just so much extra money on top of having the advanced AT gun tech, which is 50. It's just so much money. Why not just spend that getting a general purpose ground unit? You can do everything and anything much better than anything else can. That's a big deal. Like, now I'll see it in the reasons you do get AT. It's really spammable. If you get a bunch of them in combination of infantry, it's a really solid cheap early push against armor, particularly heavy armor. Or, oh, let's talk about with other nations. The other nation flaws, well, as the US, super Persians are just like god tier, so just don't bother with AT since super Persian was just that good. Like just best thing about super Persians is their insane mobility, and you just don't want to tie your firepower down with AT guns like that. Even though the map is small, you can still use the super Persian mobility really well, so just don't bother getting AT as US. Now let's think about the UK. And well, UK first. UK already builds an AT base for the Firefly, but the Firefly has 100 tech cost, which is really expensive. So you really don't want to be spending money on other things too. You want to be building Fireflies since this is so hard to get them in the first place, so expensive. But I mean, let's talk about the British get the 17 pounder. It has 50 tech cost, but the thing is, it costs 15 supply, and that's just really expensive, especially when Fireflies are only 25 supply. So yeah, in this sort of situation, just stick with the Fireflies, and just you never need to get the 17 pounder except when late game admin spam. Maybe put some in the forest, extra defense if you want to. Germany. Now a long time ago, I had the US versus Germany, and he did pack. Man, what? It's pack 40, right? Yeah, pack 40. Okay, let me go Google it. I'm 99% sure it's pack 40. 25mm. Yeah, pack 40. Okay. A long time ago, it was US versus Germany on the step. This guy, he was doing pack 40s and Tigers against my Super Persians, but he lost. Although it did get me interested in this idea, but maybe advanced AT guns are a little bit more useful than I thought. But the problem with Germany advanced AT guns is they're 15 supply each. That's just so expensive. 10 supply is cheap. 15 supply, that's 50% more. That's a lot less AT guns compared to US or Soviets or France. Like, it's just too expensive in my opinion. I mean, maybe you can make it work. on this map, or not a really small map. But otherwise, it's too expensive. I'm saying maybe we can make it work on a small map because our mobility issues don't matter that much. But for 15 supply plus such a unit with mobility issues and the issues inherent to mean only anti-tank, it's just too expensive in my opinion. Okay, who else do we have to cover? Japan doesn't get advanced AT. Italy also doesn't get advanced AT, which is very unfortunate. I wish they did get advanced AT because that would actually make them. That would be a really a nice buff to Italy. Although Italy's already kind of ridiculously strong early and mid. Although I'd really hope out the late game if they had advanced AT, a little extra defensive firepower. But yeah, Soviets, I believe actually going AT-76 is a solid option. Although this is the only game so far I've done doing this. I'll have to play more games to test it out. Yeah, this is just a disaster fun. War crimes right now. I got a lot more money. Got a lot less losses. Yeah, that is the end of this video.